Hello everybody, my name is Buster Smith off of Sports Talk. If you can tell, I am in a different room right now. I've got more space in here to work with. I can actually walk around, which is what I like doing. I hate sitting when I'm doing a video. And I've got a whiteboard right over there that I'm going to be writing stats down on. And I didn't have that opportunity in my room. And this is actually my house. And I can't do it up in my room, which is right up above me. I can't do that. So I had to come down to this one where it ain't that full. So, Tanner, last night, MLB playoffs. MLB World Series. Sorry about that. I'm used to saying playoffs. MLB World Series. From the very beginning, you could tell this game, it wasn't going to be like all of the others. This game was going to be intense. It was going to be exciting. And it was just going to be flat out good. So, Tanner, what did you think of the game?
Well, Game 6 between the Cardinals and the Boston Red Sox. I first thought, I believe they went 3 scoreless innings, which I was like, yeah, Cardinals had this, just went to not go back with that winning attitude and beat them tomorrow and win the World Series, But that's what I kept thinking the whole time. Until they had the bases loaded, which I think was stupid to begin with. They had a runner off first, I think. They walked another guy going first. They walked David Ortiz to load the bases. But Shane Victorino right behind him. Which I knew Shane Victorino saw him go. That's like, great. He can do one of 3 things. One of 4 things. Pop out, ground out, which still score a run, hit a home run over the monster in left field, which he's already done this postseason, or hit one off the monster in left field, off the wall itself. Well, that's right. He hit one, and luckily, Matt Holliday, Guster caught it, tucked it back in before he could score. But he's so fast, he got around all the way to third, scoring empty extra bases, giving them the 30-0 lead in the 4th inning. So I knew immediately that there's no chance for him.
I was out of the camera shot. I was writing stuff on the board over here, but yeah, you was for the Cardinals all the way after the Braves got put out, and I was for the Red Sox the entire time. Because from the very beginning, I said without Chipper Jones, they're not intimidating. And I think I was right because they got put out, considerably quick, and I knew from the very beginning because of how much the intensity they had, and just how much excitement they had in all of their games. Red Sox was in it, and last night I was very excited to hear that the Red Sox won against the Cardinals. I think it'll be the same way next year. I think the Red Sox will be good, but I think the Atlanta Braves has a lot more to prove, Like I said in that other video, Chipper ain't there anymore. They got to go out there and they got to prove. Here we go. Chipper ain't here, but we're still the best MLB team right now. We're still the best. And next year, I'm stuck between the Red Sox and the Braves. I'm stuck between those 2. But, Tanner, I'm going to go ahead and move my video. I'm going to move my iPad now that you all can look at what I've got right there. As you can see from my board, I have got Green Bay, New Orleans, Seattle, and 49ers as possible teams that can go to the Super Bowl. That's in the NFC. Over here in the AFC, I have got New England, Bengals, Colts, Kansas City, and Denver. I'm going to go ahead and read off to you. If you can't read it right here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and read off to you. Green Bay is 5-2. This is the NFC. Green Bay is 5-2. New Orleans is 6-1. Seattle is 7-1, and 49ers is 6-2. AFC, New England, 6-2. Bengals 6-2. Colts 5-2. Kansas City 8-0. And Denver 7-1. Now, Tannel, before I make my prediction on who is gonna be the the Super Bowl winners of this year, who do you think is going to end up winning it?
Super Bowl, I think any Super Bowl will be the Chiefs and the Broncos.
They're in the same division.
Huh?
They're in the same division.
Well, I think they'll be in the playoffs. I think the Chiefs will take it. I'm not sure who's in the other division because I'm not. What division are they in, Bristol?
In the NFC, I've got 4 teams picked, and I looked on the internet, and I've done some research on my own, and I've got 4 teams that's possibly gonna go. Green Bay is 5-2. New Orleans Saints 6-1. Seattle 7-1. 49ers 6-2. So you said the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you said the Chiefs. I think it'll be the Chiefs. I said that from the very beginning. I think it'll be the Chiefs versus the Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl. And Seattle is 7-1. What do you think about that, Tannel?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Seattle and Kansas City. I think the best game of the playoffs, which I know it's early to be talking about this, but, I'm just go ahead and early in the season, it's best to pick out which teams is doing good, which teams is going to be able to pull out the victory. And at the end of the day, Kansas City, they're 8-0. They ain't done that well in a long time. And that new coach that went over there, he used to coach the Eagles, he's pumped them up a lot. 8-0. I think they're definitely going to the playoffs. I think Kansas City and the Broncos is going to be the best game of the playoffs. And then, in the NFC side, I think playoffs, it'll be the best game will be against the New Orleans Saints and Seattle Seahawks. I think it'll come down to them two. But, Tannel, what is your thoughts on Kansas City being 8-0?
I think it's a shock because it's been a few years since they've even had a winning record, let alone be undefeated through 8 games.
Here's another one. Here's what everybody keeps saying. And I've heard it. I keep hearing it on any ESPN, on any football channel. The New England Patriots. Are they New England Patriots? They're always in the playoffs. I can't remember one playoff they wasn't in. Last year they was in, and they got put out. This year, you think they can advance possibly? Do you think they have a good chance of going when the record is 6-2 right now?
Yeah, they actually.
I think the reason is, and I want your answer from this, Tannel. I think the reason is Tom Brady. Gronkowski.
Well, hold on, let me rephrase that. I think they're advanced, but I think they're going to put out right before they actually start going to the division games.
Yeah, if they get put out in the playoffs, I think it'll still be a good game. But I'm sticking with what I said a while ago. Kansas City and Seattle. That's what I'm sticking with. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning into my videos. If you want to watch more of our videos, our YouTube name is Bristol Smith Sports Talk. That is BRISTOL Smith Sports Talk. Our Twitter page is @SportsTalk_1. Once again, that is SportsTalk_1. And our Facebook.
That's a capital S. Start Sports.
Yeah,
and
capital S.
T is Start Talk.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. But Facebook. Facebook is facebook.com/sportsb. Follow us on any of those. We've got 29 likes on Facebook right now, which is amazing. We really appreciate that. Me and Tanner didn't know how far this would go when we first started the sports talk, and it's really went far. We're getting followed on Twitter. We're getting promoted by people on Twitter, and it's really a blessing for both of us that we're able to do this. And thank you all for following us. Tanner, is there anything you'd like to add to this video?
No, it's not right now.
Alright, thank you all for watching. God bless you and your family.